Hello everyone, welcome to Food Tech for You. Today we are going to discuss about 50 MCQs related to Food Act and regulations. Let's get started. First question. Match the following with respect to Food Safety and Standard Act 2006. Here all sections are given and descriptions about these sections are given here. First, section 28. Section 28 is about food recall procedures. What are food recall procedures and why food recall procedures? Actually, food recall is the process of withdrawing unsafe food article from market. If a food manufacturer believes that a food product they have sold in market is unsafe, they can withdraw those food products after informing the food authority. This is a food recall procedure. How could he track A or B food product? For this, he has to maintain records like batch number, uh, manufacturing date, expiry date, etc. Next, section 35. Section 35 is all about notification of food poisoning, and section 30 is about Commissioner of Food Safety, and section 31 is about licensing and registration of food business. So, right answer is option first. Next, find out correct statement about powers of food safety officer. A. Food safety officers can take samples of food article sold for human consumption. This is true statement. B. Seize any article of food which appears unsafe. C. Food safety officer may enter and inspect any place where article of food is manufactured. D. All of the above. Right answer is all of the above because all of these are powers of food safety officer. Next, what is the validity of food license or registration? Answer 1 to 5 years. Next, what is the period within which appeal against improvement notice may be brought by aggrieved person? First thing you should know is what an improvement notice is. Who can issue improvement notice? What should be the minimum period of improvement notice and why improvement notice? As per Food Act, improvement notice can be issued by designated officer and minimum time given to food manufacturer for improvement should not be less than 14 days. For what reasons can a designated officer issue improvement notice? The answer pertains to unhygienic condition in manufacturing plant or failure to comply with act and regulations. Coming back to question, what is the period or time frame for filing an appeal against improvement notice issued by designated officer? Answer 15 days from the date on which notice of decision was served. Okay. So right answer is option A. One more point. If a food manufacturer disagrees with the improvement notice, he can appeal to the Commissioner of Food Safety, or we can say appeal against improvement notice lies before Commissioner of Food Safety. Next, what prohibitions may a court impose on a food business operator convicted of an offense under this act if the court is satisfied that a health risk exists with respect to that food business? There are two terms. First, prohibition order and emergency prohibition order. Who can impose prohibition order? Answer court. And who can impose emergency prohibition order? Answer Commissioner of Food Safety. And what prohibitions may a court impose for protecting public health? Answer prohibition on the use of process or treatment, prohibitions on the use of premises or equipment, and prohibition on the use of premises or equipment for the purpose of any food business. So answer is all of these. Next, any person who knowingly contravenes prohibition order shall be punishable with. Answer, a fine which may extend to 3 lakh rupees. Next, find out correct statement about emergency prohibition notices and orders. A. The Commissioner of Food Safety imposes an emergency prohibition order. This is a correct statement. B. The designated officer must notify the food business operator at least 1 day before applying for an emergency prohibition order. This is also a correct statement. Any person who knowingly contravenes such an order or emergency prohibition order shall be guilty of an offence and shall be punishable with imprisonment for a term which may extend to 2 years and fine which may extend to 2 lakh rupees. D. All of these. Right answer is all of these because all of these are correct statements. Next, Central Licensing Authority means A. Designated officer appointed by CEO, Chief Executive Officer. B. Designated officer appointed by Food Safety Commissioner. C. Designated officer appointed by Chairman. Right answer is option A. Designated officer appointed by CEO because we are talking about Central Licensing Authority, not State Licensing Authority. In case of State Licensing Authority, designated officer shall be appointed by Commissioner of Food Safety. Next, which of the following statements about food licenses is true? A. Multiple licenses are required for different article of food in same area. B. A single license may be issued for one or more article of food and for different establishment or premises in same area. C. No licenses are required for food establishments. D. Licensing is only applicable to certain types of food products. Right answer is option B. A single license may be issued for one or more article of food and for different establishment or premises in same area. Note same area, okay? Not different area. Next, I have a pulses grains milling unit. What kind of license do I need to obtain? A. State license irrespective of their production capacity. B. Central license irrespective of production capacity. C. Registration only irrespective of production capacity. D. All of the above. Right answer is state license irrespective of production capacity. Actually, grains, cereal, pulses, milling units fall under state license. Okay. Next, if a license is not issued within how many months from the date of application or if the application is not rejected, the applicant may start their food business after that period. Answer, 2 months. If a license is not issued within 2 months from the date of the application or if the application is not rejected, the applicant may start their food business after that period. Next, who has the authority to prohibit the sale of any food item for public health reasons and for how long in the entire state or a specific area? Answer, Commissioner of Food Safety. For 1 year only. Huh? Next, who shall have administrative control over the officers and other employees of Food Authority? A. Chief Executive Officer. B. Chairperson. C. Central Food Safety Officer. D. All of the above. Right answer is Chief Executive Officer. Next, who shall exercise the powers of Commissioner of Food Safety while dealing with matters relating to food safety of such article? Option A. Chief Executive Officer. B. Designated Officer. C. Chairperson. D. All of the above. Right answer is Chief Executive Officer. Next, uh, which of the following best describes the term adulterant? A. Any material which could be employed for making food unsafe, substandard, or misbranded or containing extraneous matter. B. Lead chromate in turmeric is an example of adulterant. C. Dark book focuses on the topic of food adulteration. D. All of these. Right answer is all of these. Next, who is the ex officio chairperson of Central Advisory Committee? Answer: Chief Executive Officer. Next, what are the functions of Central Advisory Committee? A. Shall advise the Food Authority on the prioritization of work. This is true statement. Pooling of knowledge, identifying potential risk. All of these. Right answer is all of these. Next, as per FSS regulations, the packaging material used for infant food products shall be free from polyethylene, terephthalate, polypropylene, bisphenol A, all of the above. Right answer is bisphenol A. Next, find out labeling requirements of infant food. A. Mother's milk is best for your baby. B. Infant food shall be introduced only after the age of 6 months and up to the age of 2 years. A warning that infant milk substitute or infant food is not the sole source of nourishment of an infant. D. All of these. Actually, every package of infant food shall contain all of these statements. Right answer is all of these. Next, who has the power to issue or revoke the licenses of food business operators? Answer: designated officer. Next, which statement is mandatory in case of infant food product? Infant food shall be introduced only after the age of 6 months and up to the age of 2 years. Right answer is option A. Next, as per Section 92 of Food Act 2006, what is the process by which Food Authority can make regulations to carry out provisions of the Act? Option A, with the previous approval of state government and after previous publication. B, with the previous approval of central government and after previous publication. C, without any prior approval. D, by consulting industry stakeholder and trade associations. Right answer is option B, with the previous approval of central government. Note it, with the previous approval of central government and after previous publication. Next, what is the process called when a food business operator believes that a food product does not comply with regulations and they withdraw it from the market? A. Food regulation. B. Food recall. C. Food withdrawal. D. Food compliance. Right answer is food recall. As per food safety and standard regulations, these are some information that must be given on every food recall notice. Name of food business operator recalling the food, name of food, brand name, packet size, batch and code number, date of manufacture, used by date or best before date, the contamination or violation in food or reason for such recall, do not consume message, health warning and action, the places or outlet where the food is found, the action to be taken by the consumer. Next, under which section does the central government have the power to give direction to state governments? Answer: Section 86. Next, under which section does the state government have power to make rules? Under Section 94. Next, as per Section 47 of Food Act, find out incorrect statement about sample taken by food safety officer. As you all know that food safety officer takes every sample in 4 parts and then sends one of the parts for analysis to food analyst and send 2 parts to designated officer and send remaining 4th part for analysis to accreditation laboratory if it is requested by food business operator. If the food business operator does not request the analysis, then the fourth part should be sent to designated officer. Okay. And the statement is, an article of food or adulterant seized must be presented to designated officer within 7 days. Please remember, within 7 days, okay, of receiving the report from the food analyst, unless it has been destroyed. One more question. Which kind of seized food article can be destroyed by food safety officer? Answer: seized perishable food articles which are unfit for human consumption should be destroyed by food safety officer. So right answer is all of these statements are correct. In addition, you should also know that if the sample container received by food analyst is found to be in broken condition or unfit for analysis, he shall within a period of 7 days from the date of receipt of such sample inform the designated officer about the same and request him to send the second part of sample for analysis. Next, match the following as per Food Safety and Standard Act. A. Penalty for selling substandard food. Answer: up to 5 lakh rupees. Penalty for selling substandard food, up to 5 lakh rupees. Penalty for selling misbranded food, up to 3 lakh rupees. Okay. Next, penalty for selling food not of the nature or substance or quality demanded. There are two types of penalties for selling food articles which are not of nature and quality demanded. In first case, a penalty of up to 5 lakh rupees for the food manufacturer not falling under the category of petty food manufacturer. And in case of petty food manufacturer, the penalty should not exceed 25,000 rupees. So answer is option third. Next, match the following with respect to punishment for selling unsafe food. A. Where such failure or contravention result in death. Answer: imprisonment for a term which shall not be less than 7 years, but which may extend to imprisonment for life, and also with the fine which shall not be less than 10 lakh rupees. Okay, shall not be less than 10 lakh rupees or minimum 10 lakh rupees. B. Where such failure or contravention results in a non-grievous injury. In case of non-grievous injury, imprisonment for a term which may extend to 1 year, and also with fine which may extend to 3 lakh rupees. Okay. C. Where such failure or contravention result in a grievous injury. In case of grievous injury, imprisonment for a term which may extend to 6 years, and also with the fine which may extend to 5 lakh rupees, maximum 5 lakh rupees fine. D. Where such failure or contravention does not result in injury, there is no injury, then imprisonment for a term which may extend to 3 months, and also with the fine which may extend to 3 lakh rupees, maximum 3 lakh rupees of fine. So answer is option 1. Next, punishment for false information. A. Liable to penalty which may extend to 10 lakh rupees. Answer is liable to penalty which may extend to 10 lakh rupees after the amendment. Before amendment, answer was imprisonment for a term which may extend to 3 months, and also with the fine which may extend to 2 lakh rupees. Here right answer is option A, after considering the amendments in Food Act, and before amendment answer was B. Okay. Next, food for special dietary uses or functional foods or nutraceutical or health supplements does not include a narcotic drug or psychotropic substance as defined in the schedule of the Narcotic Drug and Psychotropic Substance Act 1985. Right answer is option A. Next, no insecticide shall be used directly on article of food except fumigants. registered and approved under the Insecticide Act 1968. 1968. Next, which section of Food Act 2006 describe notification of food poisoning? Answer, section 35. Next, what action can a food safety officer take if a seized article of food is determined to be unfit for human consumption due to deterioration? A. Issue a warning to the food business operator. B. Request further inspection of the food item. C. Destroy the food item after giving notice to the food business operator. D. Return the food item to the supplier. Right answer is option C. As I already told you earlier, food safety officers have authority to dispose of seized perishable and unsafe food items or destroy the uh, seized perishable and unsafe food items. Next, what penalty is a food safety officer liable to if they vexatiously and without any reasonable ground seize any article of food or adulterant? Answer, 1 lakh rupees. Up to 1 lakh rupees. Next, find out incorrect statement about functions of food analyst. A. Upon receiving a sample for analysis, food analyst compares the container seal and outer cover with a separate specimen impression and notes their condition. B. If a sample container received by the food analyst is found to be broken or unfit for analysis, they must inform the designated officer within 7 days and request the second part of the sample. C. The food analyst must send a report within 14 days of receiving a sample for analysis. And D. The food analyst must send a report within 30 days of receiving a sample for analysis. This is an incorrect statement regarding food analyst report because right answer is the food analyst must send a report within 14 days of receiving a sample for analysis, not 30 days. Okay. So incorrect statement is option D. Next, which authority is responsible for considering an appeal against the report of food analyst? Answer, uh, against food analyst. Okay. Report of food analyst. Answer, designated officer. Next, which official is responsible for taking sample of imported food article for analysis? Answer, authorized officer. Next, what is the punishment for making a false complaint against a food safety officer? Answer, fine of not less than 50,000 rupees but may extend to 1 lakh rupees. Next, penalty for carrying out a business without license. Answer, liable to penalty which may extend to 10 lakh rupees. Penalty for possessing adulterant. A. Where such adulterant is not injurious to health, to a penalty not exceeding 2 lakh rupees. Where such adulterant is injurious to health, to a penalty not exceeding 10 lakh rupees. Answer, option C, both A and B. Next, punishment for interfering with a seized item. Answer, imprisonment for a term which may extend to 6 months and also with a fine which may extend to 2 lakh rupees. Next, compensation in case of injury or death of consumer. A. Not less than 5 lakh rupees in case of death, not exceeding 3 lakh rupees in case of grievous injury, not exceeding 1 lakh rupees in all other cases of injury. D. All of the above. Right answer is all of the above. Next, what additional liability does a person face for importing contravening food article under the provision of Food Act? Only penalty under Food Act, only penalty under the Customs Act, Liability under Food Act in addition to penalty under the Foreign Trade Act 1992 and the Customs Act 1962. Answer option C. Next, match the following. The Prevention of Food Adulteration Act 1954, Food Product Order 1955, Meat Food Product Order 1973, Vegetable Oil Product Order 1947. Right answer is option A. Next, as per general requirement on hygiene and sanitary practices to be followed by all food business operator applying for license, receiving temperature of potentially high risk food should be at or below. Answer 5 degrees Celsius. Next, as per general requirement on hygienic and sanitary practices to be followed by food business operator applying for license. Question: receiving temperature of frozen food should be at or below -18. Finally, we have completed the discussion of 50 questions. Please like and share this video. Thank you all.